I cry every time I see my payslip, I'm not kidding. But then at some point the guy started, how do I put it? Touching himself? Dangerous and aggressive. Hello internet, this is Irina, the Siberian who's gone international. This video is going to be a rant, we haven't had those in a while. As some of you know, my apartment was robbed almost a year ago. If you haven't heard this amazing story, you can watch this video. The link can be found both in the description and in the cards. But long story short, I rented out my apartment via booking.com and got unlucky with the guest, and they've made a huge mess and stole a bunch of my stuff. But really, in order to understand the magnitude of how fucked up it was, watch the video. Of course, I reported that theft the same day. I sent a report with the police, providing them with the phone number, with the voice samples of the guy that he was sending me via WhatsApp. I managed to find his name, I mean the one that is linked to his phone number, and so I also gave them his potential name. I gave the name of the person who did the reservation. The only thing I couldn't give to them was the name of the person from whose bank account number this reservation was paid. But I called booking and they said that they cannot provide it to me, but they would provide it to the police, because if the police will request it, they have the right to give them this name. Also, thanks to his phone number, I managed to track that apparently he's from Pori. It's a town in Finland. And I also found a receipt in my bin which confirmed that he is from Pori, because he bought something in the shop, and like from the receipt you could see that it was bought in Pori. I went even further. I managed to find this person on Instagram and Facebook, but to be honest I wasn't super sure that it's him, because the person that I saw in the pictures didn't look like that drug addict apparently, who was sending me these voice messages. Hello. So yeah, the picture and the voice, they weren't really matching, but I thought that, well, the police is gonna check it, because, well, this is what police is for, right? And on top of that, I saved the box from the speaker that they stole, because I'm pretty sure that that box has fingerprints. So I thought maybe the police will want to match the fingerprints of the person that they will catch the next day after the robbery with the fingerprints left on the speaker box. So I actually still have that. I was sure that they're gonna catch him within a week, because I mean, you have everything. But then a week passes, 2 weeks pass, and then I talked to one of my friends, and she said that once she has experienced identity theft and she hasn't heard anything about her case, like her case didn't get updated for like 6 months, and then I decided to relax. I mean, like a month later I wrote them another email providing some additional information. Their response was like, thank you for the details, this case was handed over to another person, like to another investigator, and we will get back to you. And now 11 months have passed and I haven't heard back. At some point I started thinking that maybe they lost track of my address changes, because I've been moving a lot. So this week, last week, I emailed them again asking like, guys, how is going? And they said that this case was first of all handed over to another investigator again, and second of all, the status of the case is it's a preliminary study or preliminary investigation. Preliminary! It's been 11 months. How can it be preliminary? And you know, you had everything. They literally had all the required info, no? I mean, is there any person on the internet who can justify them not doing anything for a year, or who disagrees with me that it was super easy to catch this person if they wanted to, like within a week, within a couple of days? I mean, you just go to his address, which they know, and compare the fingerprints and, you know, do all those cross-checks, and that's it. Also, in my case, I think it was written, if I understood it right, I mean, in the report that I got from the police, another robbery was mentioned, and apparently he did something like this to someone else's apartment like a month before he did this to mine. Oh, on top of that, why I thought that they're gonna do something urgently is this guy and his crazy girlfriend. They apparently stole, not apparently, they did steal my key from the apartment. So for a few days they still had an access to the apartment because, you know, like changing the keys is not that fast. And it was kind of scary because I felt like they might come back. And this is something that I mentioned in my first report. And I thought that this is something that is gonna add a weight to this case and will make the police take some actions as soon as possible, because I mean there is literally a risk that this crazy person, dangerous and aggressive, because I mean it wasn't just a robbery, it was, they really destroyed the apartment for no reason. If you just want to take valuable things, take them, but like why do you have to do the proper destruction? I mean, watch the video, you will see it's not normal. I thought that police will not want to put like my life in danger. I mean, you don't know, right? Or, you know, will understand that there is a risk that they will come back again and will actually try to prevent it from happening. But no, it's been 11 months. Of course, I have changed the locks pretty quickly, but for about a week they still had a full access to my apartment. Amazing. And, you know, it's kind of disappointing and hard to explain and understand, because in Finland the taxes are ridiculously high. I already kind of got used to the fact that 1/3 of my salary just disappears, and that's on top of what my employer is paying beforehand. But also the tax office often doesn't even allow you to do tax deductions because, as you might have heard, or you can watch the videos if you want, I've gone through some renovations of the apartments in the last year or two, and I've been trying to do cost reductions from the rental income, because both of those apartments are now rented out because I'm not living in Helsinki now. And oh my god, you have to jump through so many loops if you want to have the right to do the cost deductions. Anyway, that's another topic. I will not go into details because it will take another hour. So you end up paying those thousands of taxes every year, and the moment when you actually do need the public services to work for you, they don't do anything for a year. I don't want to complain or bitch, but I mean, this feels unfair and I don't like that, and please explain me why is it like this. And I'm not the only one with this kind of experience with the police. A couple of years ago my friend was on the way to the airport in the morning, and you know what the trains are like at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Well, everyone is drunk and it looks really scary and depressing. Anyway, so she was there, and in front of her was a guy. And first it was going fine, but then at some point the guy started, how do I put it, touching himself while having an eye contact with her. And girls, if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, my advice is take out your camera and start filming them while maintaining the eye contact. But my friend unfortunately got shocked and followed her first instinct, so she just left and went to another part of the train. A few minutes later, a few stops later, she realized that she forgot her backpack next to that guy. And that backpack had her work laptop, an expensive camera, apartment keys, and I think some other valuables. But luckily her wallet and her ID cards were still with her, so she actually did manage to take the plane. So once she realized that her backpack is still there, she went back, and of course that guy was not there anymore. Neither was her backpack. She started asking people if they saw him, and they said that yes, and they even could tell at which stop he left, because one guy paid attention to that, as it looked weird that there is a man walking with a backpack which looked like a girl's backpack. That amazing person agreed to go to the airport with her and help her to file the report to the police and you know, act as a witness. They went to the airport. She told the whole story. The witness confirmed. The witness also told at what time, at what train stop that person left. And they were like, okay, we will let you know. She goes then to the UK, comes back, and when she checks with the police how it's going, they're like, what case? What robbery? We don't know. We didn't receive any reports. So I don't know what happened to that case. I don't know why the police from the airport didn't file it, what kind of misunderstanding there was. But anyway, she then goes to the police again and files the report again, describing the whole situation. And guess what? You're right, nothing. Nothing has ever been found. Even though there is a camera with the recording of this person's face, they know what time and at what train stop they left. I mean, if you really want to, I think it's pretty possible to find him. And I wish I had another story to balance this out, but I don't. But instead of that, I have two more cases when the police didn't do anything. So the third case is the case of my friend's boyfriend, who once has parked a car next to one of the embassies in Helsinki, and there was a camera actually, you know, pointing at his car. And while he was away, some dude came, broke the window and stole the stuff which was in the back seat. I think it was a bag or something. And even though they have reported this to the police, even though there was a camera, nothing. And then another case, which, okay, this one I can accept that it's really difficult to investigate, but basically my friend got scammed by the scammers on Airbnb. They asked her to transfer them the money for the apartment that she wanted to rent directly, not via Airbnb, and she did. And, well, of course, she never saw that money again. It was quite a lot. It was about 1,000 euros, but I mean, okay, here probably don't have enough resources to investigate it, because it was a Czech bank account number, and the Finnish police was like, well, it's abroad, so we're not gonna investigate it. Then she tried reporting it in Czech Republic, and they also didn't do anything. The moral of the story, I don't know, I just wanted to vent and share with you the story that, you know, that the police is not doing anything, even though they have everything they can possibly need to find a thief. And I don't understand why it's happening. Do they not have enough resources? But how come they don't have enough resources if the taxes are so ridiculously high? I cry every time I see my payslip. I'm not kidding. Well, I'm kidding, because like I'm already at the stage of acceptance, but it's really, 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 really high taxes. Why every time something like this happens, police doesn't do anything? And I'm telling you, like, okay, like my experience is biased, it's not representative, because, okay, I don't know about all the cases that they actually do something about, but the ones I know about, nothing has been done. I don't know, maybe the government should revise where the taxes are going to, because apparently they're not going to the police, or I don't know, maybe like police should have better KPIs so that they would be motivated to do anything. I mean, it just like in this case, can anyone explain me, give me one good reason why nothing has been done? If you have the phone, the name, you can ask the booking.com who has paid for this reservation, and yet nothing. I mean, you have all the contact details. Why do you not do anything for a year while the person has a key to the apartment and he can go and rob it again or do something worse? Why? I mean, sorry for the rant. It's over. Bye. Here are the links to the positive, happy videos. Hope you will enjoy them if you didn't enjoy the rant, though a lot of my videos are rants. Anyway, I will see you in my next one. Bye.